whoever flipped, you kinda suck at the game, probably because you're just giving the game to these people to chase or what's his name? Lawson.
Apparently, the thing that I told you to not talk about, you told people about.
Wait, what did you tell me not to talk about?
I told you when we were talking about the original merge vote, the Lawson versus Joey.
Yeah.
I told you how I voted, and I was like, shh, like don't say anything. And you told me how you voted, and I was like,
no, I didn't say anything.
The sun rises and it's a new day, and I'm still in the game. I'm pretty surprised how well I've been able to ride the middle. I just made a pretty bold move. I won't call it big because I can't say getting Badger out over Lawson was a big move, but I think it set myself up really well because I feel like the people on the bottom kind of need me to make that move against the big dogs. Well, I literally got approached by somebody saying, don't trust Omega as much as you think you should, because he literally came to me and said, we can't trust soccer because he literally voted this way and lied to your face. And the big dogs need me to keep their power. And I'm kind of offended that people aren't considering me a big dog because I've made plenty of big moves and I've survived plenty of big tribals. So if everybody wants to keep underestimating me, that's fine because I can give a hell of a speech at Final Tribal Council. But my goal is just to get there. And I don't care who I'm sitting next to. But I'm just letting you know that the reason I voted Badger wasn't like because I'm super mad at you. It was because I didn't feel stable in that group of 5 after hearing all that information.
All right. So, obviously I fucked up my vote last Tribal Council and I voted for Badgers to go home. I told Badgers I'm pissed off, you know, soccer told me blah blah blah, that you're going home. See, at the same time, I'm not mad that Badgers is going home. I made a duo with him. Yeah.
And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah, it's literally gonna be a 5-4.
But I think you need to be a little bit worried about Chase. Like, I think he's trying to play the middle here. But I'm using this at the same time to go to... I'm going to Lawson, I'm going to Dan. I'm telling them, yo, Chase is a threat. We need to take him out. I'm taking this terrible situation that I just got myself into. I'm using it, taking myself out of it. And I want to take out Chase. I want to take some shots in the game right now. Now that Badgers is gone, somebody that's very physical and all of that, I need to make light of my situation. I need to act like that this was my move, that I was the flip vote that took out Badgers.
I just heard from my good buddy Nerf that Chase might be trying to play us. He said he wanted us out because me and Lawson are a duo, something like that. Basically the argument we used against soccer and light. I don't know how I feel. Soccer's on my side now. I don't fucking know how. And this son of a bitch champion, Nerf, switched his vote last second to vote Badge with us. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm gonna inform Neil about what happened. Maybe I might just keep this outlet to myself. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, last vote was pretty scary. It was really close for me, and I'm just kind of confused because I've had some people already come up to me and explain things. Like Nerf is trying to say that Chase was pushing my name, and that you were part of the voting block of the 4 that voted for me, and for some reason he saved my life. Wow, so that was another close call. I'm not sure why I keep being the target. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't think I'm much of a threat, but obviously I'm trying to build some sort of a resume. To be honest, I know I've been pushing most of the names that have been going home since the merge started. So if that's going to be their reasoning, then so be it.
I will say him saying that I was voting against you is incorrect. And I don't know if he's wrong on that because of some kind of malicious intent or because he's just legitimately getting the facts wrong and he has something twisted back and around and someone else is tricking him. But the fact that he has that part wrong makes me tend to believe Chase.
Hello everyone, and welcome to your next immunity challenge. Peter, I'll be taking that back.
We'll get it back soon.
In today's immunity challenge is a simple minecart endurance. You need to jump over each minecart as they come. If you stop a minecart, you are out of the challenge. Let's get started.
We need to avoid it, right? We need to avoid it.
Oh,
right?
there it goes.
I'm out. That was fun. I'm so good.
Dan is out.
Oh my god. Okay. Let me try to.
I think light is out. I think light might be out, guys.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, I was watching my hitbox.
You're still in.
Must have nudged it.
Now Peter's still in.
Stalker hit it, but he's still good. Yep.
Oh, fuck, lag. Soccer's good at these. Endurance comps are your thing, man. No wonder you're a sporty guy.
Thank you.
Soccer's out.
Congratulations, Peter. Come get immunity. You have a 1 in 7 shot at winning this game. For the rest of you, one of you will be voted out tonight. Head back to camp.
So, another immunity is in the bag, safe until final 7, or there's a little guy over there, but I sure I can get this up for a little bit. Final 6, at the very least. Hopefully I can win a couple more immunities, get myself a guaranteed final 4 spot with this baby. I need to win 2 of the next 3, which is, a tall order. Obviously, hoping to beat out 7, then 6, then 5 opponents in a row. It's not something I should take lightly, but it seems to be my most direct path to victory.
I want to take out Chase this vote because I think Chase is starting a lot of this shit, along with soccer.
He is. He's been saying a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be between me and Chase tonight. I've been working my ass off, campaigning my ass off to try and get out Chase here. I need to make this move, and I need to keep myself safe with Tribal Council. I'm a fucking target now, and I gotta do whatever the hell I can to be able to make sure I stay. I
think it's pretty solid that I think it could be Chase tonight. I'm gonna do a little bit more talking, but I don't know whether I was really bullshitting Nerf when I said that I needed to make a play right now. I don't know. I don't know if I need to make a play right now. I don't know if I can just keep following Chase, because right now, honestly, that seems like the best move. I don't know. I mean, what options right now? We have Omega. We have Light. We can. I'm really trusting in me, you, Neo.
I
Awesome.
feel like Omega might actually be the play here.
But then all I can think about is how do I get Chase out next? Because I know that if Chase makes it to the jury, goddamn, he's got a good game. That plan is fucking genius.
And we can we can afford to let him skate by one more round than we can that duo.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, actually.
Obviously, we can't vote out Peter.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can get Soccer on board to vote for Omega. Now, there was the other idea of taking out Nerf because he's just very untrustworthy. But I'm thinking if the 3 of us plus Soccer, because I'm sure we can get Soccer on board.
Soccer is already on board to vote Omega based on the last conversation. I wasn't actually.
That's fine. I know only 4 will tie it, but I don't really think we need to risk the plan getting out, because as untrustworthy as Nerf is, he's going to go into so much of a self-preservation mode. He will flip and vote out Omega on a revote before he goes to Rocks.
Oh, absolutely. So this travel seems to be shaping up to be either a great blindside or a great blindside, but the other way. So hopefully it goes the way I plan. Right now it seems like we're convincing a lot of people that we're voting for Nerf.
I know it's final 8, but I think we only need us 4 and just tie it. And we all vote Omega. Do you really think he would risk his own game for Omega?
All 3 of y'all know that it will not take any convincing from y'all to get me to vote Omega out of this game. Time for some sweet, sweet revenge. I really hope that this plan works out tonight. I think that there's a good shot that it does. People may think that I'm an underdog going with the big dogs, but little do they know that they've been playing with the big dog all along.
That's what I was trying to tell them.
Omega wants to vote Nerf, so he wants y'all to drag him into this call and confirm that we're voting Nerf, and then we vote Omega, he'll vote Nerf, and then
Absolutely, let's do that. If we don't even have to tie it, 4's
we
enough.
don't. We got this.
When really, the 4 of us, me, Soccer, Dan, and Chase, are voting for Omega to split up him and Peter. So this is kind of a big plan, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we might get a tie. But that's okay. I think we're confident going into a tie because Nerf is never gonna risk his own game for somebody else. Let me guess. Take a wild guess as to what's happening. Nerf is telling you that somebody's going behind your back to try and backstab you.
Oh my goodness, how did you know? Oh my god, this is great. Nerf, this man, this child, he's 15, and he's trying to be this like big backstab kind of person, just trying to confuse everyone into turning on each other. I think that's his plan anyway. Yeah, if we could get our Nerf, that'd be such a huge relief off my back because like I don't know where this came from, and it's stressing me the hell out.
I'm not one to be tested. I'm one to be reckoned with, and these people will know how good of a player I am by the end of this. I'm doing my hardest to make the best move at the right time, and I think that this is the time to strike for me.
I don't know. I think he's been playing double
He's
sides.
stressing us all the hell out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. Thank goodness.
No, you're not alone. Don't worry.
But I don't think he realizes that people can talk and kind of work things out. And that's exactly what we did. Everyone realized like, oh my gosh, Nerf is being Nerf. I don't even know if that's what he does, but that's what he's doing now.
I'm down with the plan to vote Chase, by the way.
Yeah.
I got looped in. Yeah, I got looped in on it, and I mean, like we already kind of discussed it earlier. Me and you.
I know that my name's getting tossed out a little bit.
Yeah, a bit. Because I was in a call with Soccer just then, and we were able to. I told him, yeah, pretend you're voting Chase, and that was just kind of fun to like act it out.
We pretty much talked everything out. Like you and me talked pretty early on about this possibility of a Chase vote, and then when Omega came to me and said that y'all talked about it, it just makes the most sense. Mm-hmm. And we have Light as a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a 5th?
We could get Peter as a 5th.
Apparently, I think I have the votes. It's going to be... I think the secured votes are Light, Peter, and Omega that are going to be keeping me. I'm hoping Dan and Soccer both vote together to keep me safe, because if that does... Oh, man, this is going to be good for my game. And it's a good move for me, because that means the fuck-up I made last Tribal Council will actually mean something. And me voting for Badgers saved my life in getting Dan to trust me.
This is not how I expected my endgame to go. But I know that it's not really like me to give up, so... Obviously, I'll be down for a bit, which is a given, but... It doesn't mean that I won't come back harder the next time. Okay, that sounded wrong.
I have no clue what's going on. But I have heard names, and the names I've heard that I'm kind of seeing that are going to be the big ones right now, is gonna be Chase and probably Chase and Light, or even no, it's gonna be Nerf.
Other than that, the politics are getting interesting. It seems like groups are forming, even though they don't want to admit groups are forming. That there are calls that keep forming over and over and over again, and people are talking to each other pretty consistently. It seems like the crew of Light, Omega, and Nerf are going up against Dan, Chase, Lawson, and Soccer. Thank God I remember all their fucking names. That's more or less what I've gotten.
Well, who did you talk to?
I got a little bit of a talk in with Light and Nerf, and they basically said what you said. Nerf said that he was going to go after Chase, and then he said Chase was probably going after him in response, and that the sides have kind of formed. They've lumped you in with their group, which seems to be kind of correct if you get your information from them. So it's you, Chase. Right now, the group seem to be you, Chase, Soccer, and Lawson versus quote unquote Light, Nerf, and Omega.
I still don't know, and every single time I feel like I'm gonna make a decision, I just hope that I don't step on a landmine by accident.
Welcome, Ragnarok Tribe, to the final 8 Tribal Council. One of you will become the 6th member of the jury. Peter, how's it feel it's not going to be you?
It feels good for now, but I know that next time or the time after that, when this is not on my shoulders, it's probably not going to feel that great. So it's cool to have fun now, knowing that I'll be paying the price later.
Soccer. No one else has won immunity besides, obviously, Peter and Badgers, who's went out last Tribal. Do you think that this is an issue a little bit? Because no one else has really experienced immunity.
I mean, I feel like if we kind of based all of our decisions off of how the challenge aspect of the game went, then the course of this game would be a lot differently. So I have no problem with it, and I don't view Peter any differently because he's the only person left that's won it. I feel like it kind of is a case-by-case thing that we'll have to see as we go.
Oh my god, do you see little cliques forming between people, or do you see more people playing individually?
There's been talk of cliques and stuff. Like, there's been talks of like, oh, this group is, with this group, and this group is yada yada yada. But for the most part, I think everyone's kind of taking their own game into account more than anyone else's.
Chase, are you looking cast his vote into the final 3 and looking at who you can beat and who you can't and when you gotta take people out?
I think you're always looking ahead, but at the same time, you gotta make sure that you're not being too tunnel vision, because it's like, if you got a pair of binoculars and you're looking right at the ending, you're gonna get rid of all your peripheral vision, and you'll just never know when someone's slowly rolling this wall right in front of you that you don't know you're gonna run into.
Dan,
What's up?
when
Yeah.
hearing people talk about final 3s and or final 2s or whatnot, do you like when okay, say someone comes up to you with a final 3 or final 2, do you always have in the back of your mind if this person can beat me or if I can go to this person at the end and actually win?
I would be bullshitting, and I think it would make me a bad player if I never considered that. If I never looked at those aspects, if someone, made a final 3 promise, I never looked, okay, hold on, that's not gonna work out.
Nerf, do you see a lot of people here as threats, or are there some floaters in the game?
I think everyone here has their own individual story of how they can win the game, and I think everyone here has a chance. I don't think anyone's floating particularly. I think everyone here has a story that they have to that they can tell at the FTC. So I think everyone here is a threat in their own individual way, Oxy. I don't think anybody here is like floating or anything.
Lawson, but feeding off that answer, do you think there are people who have a more likely chance of winning than others?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's going to be the case in any game of Survivor. People are going to perceive things differently. Jurors are sometimes going to vote bitter or vote for just their allies that were in the game still. So it always depends on a case-by-case basis, because you never know what the jury's going to do.
And like, feeding off of that answer, when you think about the people who can beat you and your own narrative that you're portraying, does that factor into your vote at this tribal council specifically?
Yeah, it definitely does, because I feel like at this point in the game, I feel like I have very few final 3 winning scenarios, and so really just taking out the people that can beat you in the end is crucial.
And with that, does anyone have any final words? Alright, with that, Omega, you're up first.
And Light says you need to think about who you're gonna beat. But first of all, you gotta get there. And you, my friend, are a major stepping stone in my way.
Probably one of the more unclear votes, and one that no matter what I choose, I can't really feel happy with it.
Hopefully this plan works.
Chase, you are a huge threat, and you're the only other name that I've heard that isn't my homie Nerf too, so...
Alright, well, it's either between me or you tonight, and let's hope that this fucking works.
If anybody has a hidden Mio and like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, and with that, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person to be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the votes. First vote, Chase.
Oh.
Nerf. Chase. That's 2 votes Chase, 1 vote Nerf.
Interesting.
Chase.
3.
That's 3 votes Chase, 1 vote Nerf, 4 votes left. Omega.
Dang.
What?
Omega.
Dang.
Holy shit.
Omega.
Dang.
That's 3 votes Omega, 3 votes Chase, 1 vote Nerf, 1 vote left. And the 11th person to vote out of Minecraft Survivor, Lyo. And the 6th member of our jury, Omega. Please bring me your torch.
Woo.
Damn.
Omega, I'm sorry, you played really good for your first time, even though I didn't even vote you
I
out.
did?
You played really good for your first time.
I'm excited, but whatever. Thank you guys. This was so fun. I had a blast with all of you. And now I can sleep, so suck it.
Alright,
no.
Omega, thank you for
He really
playing.
won.
Omega, you're...
I'm sorry, but the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go.
Woo!
Solid showing, Omega.
Goodbye.
Bye, Omega.
Well, you guys have made the
Bye.
final 7 and only have a few more votes left till the end. Head back to camp.
Oh my gosh, I had such a fun time. This was like an amazing first game show. And I honestly still love everyone here. Like, no shade to any of them. That was a great blindside. I can't be mad. It's just a matter of who's gonna win now. Like, yeah, I'm just really excited to see how the rest of the season's going to play out. I had so much fun. Anyone on the cusp of applying, you really should. It's a great show. Oxy's a great host, and now I can go back to building for the rest of the time.